shortly after, we saw our mommy running around. I want mommy, mommy down. I can't remember. Okay. Model college, striving for the best. Hustlers, one family. So stressful. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome to my space. My name is Adepoju, Adeola, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so glad you're back here. So this is the second episode in our series, Navigating Female Friendships. So one of the reasons why I am shooting these videos or I am doing this series is one, God actually laid it in my heart to talk about it, and number two, I have seen it a lot again and again on social media everywhere, where people say like female friendships is whack and all of that you cannot trust a girl and all of that, and I really understand, because I've had my fair share of like heartbreaks from relationship, like female, and not even romantic relationship, female friendships, but at the same time I've also had relationships that worked, and I cannot imagine my life without those people. Though I know that if they're not in my life, God will have actually also provided other people. I'm so glad to, like, for where I am right now, and I'm just doing all this. I'm doing these videos to put it out there, or tell that girl that is maybe giving up on friendships, that there are still good people out there. It doesn't even matter when you meet them. You will see friends that I've met for over 20 years now, some 8 years, some just 6 years, some. So just know that you can meet anybody anywhere. Remember to be kind if you also expect kindness, just because you also attract what you are in a way. Yeah. If you've not watched the first episode, you can just watch it after now, or take a pause and go and watch that one first. Well, it doesn't really matter. So with me here, I have my childhood friend. Her name is Adeola. I'll let her just say a bit about herself. But we've literally been friends all our lives. That's all our lives. Like, I can't even. But I'm going to ask when we get to it. So just tell us a bit about yourself.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Adeola, like she has said. Now it feels like I don't know anything about myself. Where let me just I love to talk a lot. Like you could sit me in front of the camera.
That's where we click.
And I will talk from today to next year. And I think I'm also a very passionate person. I'm very big on friendship. Even though I'm not so big on, I'm very big on low maintenance friendships, but we'll talk more about it. We'll talk more about it.
Alright, it's very good to have you here, Adeola. Like, I'm so happy you're doing
this. This is my first time on our channel.
I'm so happy you're here. Alright, where should we even start from?
Pick somewhere.
At what age do you actually think we met? Because I know that we've been friends a lot. Like we literally went to the same primary school, secondary school. Well, we didn't go to the same university, but we've been from way back.
Honestly, I don't even put an age. Because, quite frankly, I don't know if I can put an age. But then if we're going to put an age, technically, I think we start school like KG1 around like age 2 or age 3.
Gosh.
So that's like technically the age that we started becoming friends.
Cause I can actually tell you guys that we've been friends over 20 years.
Yeah, over 2 decades, bro.
No, we're not that old, but yeah, like
they can do calculation, I guess, about age.
That's business.
But yeah. That's my sister. We're not friends again. That's
point. Because she had their families meet. I think it's going to be pretty similar, but can you remember like a way that you can see?
I think from this, because quite frankly, right, I cannot. It's been very long, but from the stories that I know, my mom had said something along the lines of Adeola and her brother.
Okay, before you get there, Adeola has like my childhood stories for ages, and that's one reason why I'm so happy that she's here. Because
see, I could go on. If it is boy story, indeed. If it is cooking story, trying and error, his story is
all my ex escapade.
It's long.
It's your hand. But I think you should just say that story of
Okay. From what I can remember, right, my mom mentioned that I think she was outside because for fact our houses are not far from each other at all.
Literally trackable, but exactly. They never track.
I'm in self today.
Yeah.
So my mom said she was outside the house and then she saw two small Shenkboni children walking and it was very weird. Mind you, I think I was probably like 2 or 3 at that time. Okay. And her brother maybe like 4 or 5. Depending on the age. So it was 4. Imagine seeing a 4 and a 3-year-old on the road. And maybe my mom had also remembered seeing them in her school or something. I don't know. I can't really explain that bit. But then she just felt like it's weird for these children to be on the road. So I think she called them and then maybe held them or something. Shortly after, we saw her mommy running around. Mommy down. And then I think my mom was outside the house and just hoping that maybe she would see whoever is their parent and everything. And then when she saw the woman running and very panicked that she's looking for her children, they now brought out the children. Are they yours? Do they belong to you?
Is this what you're looking for?
Is this what you're looking for?
God.
And she said, yeah, they asked them where they go. They said they want to go to. Where do you say
your mom people give us that we don't chop go.
They don't relax. I seen it. So I think her mom was washing or something. She was
I'll give the backstory.
Okay.
So that's pretty much that's pretty much how
and then
our families met.
We just vibed.
We've been close ever since. So from my mom's POV, or from my own POV, what I can remember briefly around that time was since we've been small, like we followed our dad out and everything. And that day, myself and my elder brother, my immediate elder brother, we woke up and the house was dry. Nobody was at home. I have 3 brothers for context. So the other 2, like, where are you guys? Like, where's everybody? And then we were now like, oh, let's just go and look for daddy. My mom was washing in the backyard or something. This supposed to go and tell her that where is somewhere. Or those people ask now, ask where did these people go to Toriola? Where did they go to?
They took matters into their hands.
We really did take matters into our hands and we were looking for everybody in the house and we literally walked out. We walked to the road.
For context, my house is on the main road, like right beside the main road. Adeola's house is like inside. So you're gonna have to go through some corners before you now come to the main road.
And we knew the road by that age.
I feel like that's when my mom was even concerned that
this is something that happened and someone had just taken on where are these children
long distance. They had walked a long distance for their tiny little legs.
And then she said so at a point she did not hear anything again, so she wanted to check up on us if we were still sleeping. So she goes into the room and where are these people? Did rapture happen? What happened to be found? Did rapture happen? And then that's when she starts panicking. She said she literally just threw her wrapper and just started running outside. My children. And she gets to the main road. I'm sure she would have been searching everywhere until she got to Adra's outside. And then Adra's mom sees her and then calls her inside. But I think at first, I'm trying to even imagine what would have gone on in her mind. When she firstly saw us, she would just calm down first. I don't think Martin even beg her that.
Imagine not because if I was their mother, I'm saying, not worry, somebody
because I'm sure we were chilling in Adra's house. We had eaten, we had drank, we had
enjoyed life.
And then there's my mother that is
panicking. I'm going through a lot, looking for our children.
God, raising children it's not easy.
Because actually think about it. Imagine put yourself in your mom's shoes. I cannot even begin to imagine. Not 2 children. I can't
and
begin
your
to
husband
imagine.
is not home and you left them in your
what
care.
Do you want to start saying?
What do you want to say? But it's not if event that happened to us, it can never be on her because now we
exactly. But then that guilt and we're just grateful to God that they turn out
to your mom,
right? And look at us now.
20 plus years after. So yeah, okay. I think that even covers our first memory of each other and everything. I don't know if we remember that, but from stories and everything.
Exactly.
Who initiated the friendship? Was it us or was it our parents?
To be honest, I think it was us. I think our parents did their bit. And so you know how adults have this courteous relationship. And that's sort of it. But I feel like for us, seeing how we were now like in the same school, we're in same class, and except for me and her, our brother was the class ahead of us, but like we're in same school, same class.
Some of our brothers were like classmates.
Yeah. Some of my older brothers were also in the same class with our older brother. So like it just really worked out, and we would come home together on days when maybe if they are coming to pick her, me too, I would tag along. If they are not, we just walk together. We've done weird, crazy stuff. Because what's
I'm sure Gen Z's are like, what's going on here? But guys, I think we did live in the churches.
We did.
But yeah, we're Gen Z's, Gen Z's
were cool.
So what did you think my personality was like as a child?
Okay, I would say that, first off, Adeola was like one of the top, like, all this very book. For context, inside our class, we have one very wicked math teacher. I will not mention her name, but she was very wicked. And guess who was that person's lesson student? Adeola. So if everybody's saying, we don't like this woman, she's
I will never say that.
I will just keep quiet and be looking like, she was her baby. So and that was like a very, she had always been a go-getter, like when it comes to studies, academics and everything. She had always been like top of. So Adeola is that person that you can think of as the teacher's babies, because everybody liked her. She was like smart and everything, and she was a very lovable person. Like she's very friendly. She's very, I think she's just a very like no concern her. Just do her own. I just submitted your assignment, and I think she was also class captain. I think you were class captain. Either you were class captain or anything that concern her.
I think that
submit your assignment, being the woman's baby.
Yeah, make
time that.
Yeah.
So everybody like
make other teachers also
exactly. So by extension, she was all the teachers' baby. So assignment. If you've not submitted your assignment, I'm going to go and submit.
The people like what's the word now? The people not like me being in that position.
I think so. I actually think so. I just cannot really remember fully right now, but I feel like there are certain times when, because it's sort of normal. Okay, because think of it this way. This is a teacher that comes to class, flogs everybody. You know, is very, and then it's like some later years, she recruited another teacher. And
I think you do not like this one.
No, I don't like. If we're saying on the scale of 1 to 10, how do you hate this? Hate is a strong word. How do you not like these people? Teacher A, I would say maybe like 6, because on some days she's not okay. Bad. But this teacher B, 15 over 10. It's all in the past. I'm just reliving the past right now. It's all in the past. I love you now, right? But it had been 15 over Jesus. She flogged me on my neck. My neck peeled.
I didn't imagine that. What did I expect? Oh my god.
So yeah, I think somewhat. Some people used to feel like, I think I sometimes even heard conversations by extension, people feeling like there's some level of preference, you know, as regards how they treat every other person compared to how they treat you and everything. And some people feel like, it's because she's a lesson teacher. Abi, don't worry, it's time have passed.
Exactly.
Abi, we're all gonna be fine.
We're all fine now.
We're all fine, exactly.
But for real though, like how many of like classmates then or childhood friends as well, I used to be in touch with, because for context, I think I'm a very out of sight, out of mind person. But I'm working on myself actually. I'm really working on myself right now. But I can't count maybe once in a while talks, because even before it was today I got thinking about it. I don't think I'm even friends with anybody from then, like from our primary school aside you. But I can actually say I keep in touch with a few, maybe not every time, maybe like 3 people aside you. So what
I'm thinking about it too. Like the way you mentioned, sort of out of sight, out of mind. Quite frankly, like the older we get, the more our responsibilities increase, and you know. So I'm thinking hard. I feel like I keep in
it's
touch
still
with a
within,
couple
yeah.
of them, just if, especially the ones that are still in like close proximity.
Mhm.
Sometimes some people might just really text and be like, "Oh, this is so from," and I'm like, "Oh my god, how are you?" Like we talk for a while. Then over time, conversations wear out. But then I know that okay, I still have their contact.
Yeah,
Anything happens, I can still like reach out, check up on them and everything. So a couple of them. But then there are some people that I have not caught a whiff of since we left like primary school. Like it's crazy, and I really hope everybody's
It's
doing
fine. Same here. But honestly, one thing that I usually see these days, and you usually see, because friendship part is actually a very big thing, and let's not even get into it. But I just want to put this out there that I feel like you should give yourself grace, because it's not actually going to be easy saying you want to keep in touch with everybody. But honestly, I also believe there's a place of like not ending friendships in bad. Yeah, except something really happened, and that's fine. You have your you have the right to say, oh, this is what I do not want, and everything based on your standards. But like there should be a place of, let's not end it in a rift. Even if something happens, apologize if you are at fault and all of that. I think we will get to part of straight in our own relationship and all of that. So give yourself grace that everything will be fine.
Exactly.
And everybody will be fine last.
Heavy.
So were we always close, or did we grow into being close?
So I think our friendship sort of went, he has gone through so many phases. And there's the phase of when KG, nursery, primary, and then secondary school came into the picture, and there was a bit of gap at that point, because like she mentioned, and it's not really a thing of out of mind, out of sight. I just feel like sometimes there are some friendships that are for certain seasons and certain times, and it is inevitable that when you're very close, like when you're in close proximity with somebody, there's always something to talk about. There's always everything and all of that. So for the period of when we were in KG to like primary school, it was like that. We're always close. Like every birthday party, I'm here. If I'm not in my house, I'm here.
But let me just give, like in my house, we actually have New Year party every year. And I'm telling you, the only time I think you've missed, I don't think I've missed any. Because
at least
even
I've been able to,
like we're able to come like
after
in the
church,
evening or something.
So I've been able to go out on my own. I've been coming here every year. Like I'm always here.
And I really appreciate you for that. Like honestly, I don't think I say thank you enough for like just being deliberate about wanting to celebrate together. And it's very important to have people like that in your life that you can celebrate your wins. It's not only bad news that you and your friends don't kill them. Everybody's going through a lot. So when it's time to celebrate and time to do all of that, you should also do that in your friendships.
I was just explaining that we've been through phases. So at that time, yes, we're always together. But then when she left for secondary school, I still remained in that school for my secondary, but she left to Babcock, and because she was in hostel, we didn't really used to talk like that. So for like, there was no phone for like a while. We never really got close. Like it was just my regards to Adeola, something like that, and everything. I think I can't really remember that period, but I know very well that period of time we're not as close as we used to be and everything. But then, as life would have it, I went to that school too, and we picked up right where we left, literally. Although that one too, there was drama. There was drama.
Picked up right where we left.
There was drama.
Do you want to talk about it?
You know the funny thing is so I have this habit where when not so great things happen to me, it's like my coping mechanism. It's almost like I block it out of my mind.
So let me just pick up from where Adra stopped. So Adra comes to the school that I was in. We're not in the same school in GSS 1, but I think you came in GSS 2. So she comes in GSS. I can remember that day very well, like in my head. So I was in class, and then someone comes to the class. I think there was even a teacher in the class, and the person comes and is like, oh, you have someone, one of your friends is looking for you. And I'm like, who they find me? And visiting was a big thing for us. If you ever went to a boarding school, they should tell you somebody came to see you. The way your antenna and everything, it's just a very like good moment. So I was like, who knows me? And they never say my friend, they don't say your sister. They said your friend. Okay, so I left the class. I was very happy to leave the class. So I left the class, and then I go to, I think you were in the admin block. Yeah. So she was in the admin block, and then I go there and I see Adura. Gosh, I was so happy.
Mind you, let me quickly chip in. When I was resuming the school, you know, African parents can be a little bit of a lot. Because tell me why my mom made me wear my former school uniform from head to toe. For context, this is my new school. The uniform is blue.
You know what, red?
I know what red. My old uniform was red with my beret. Like, mom say, she beret.
Why do you know just one more thing?
I don't know.
Maybe she was there to give. Oh,
and that was
a reputable school.
And that was exactly how our friend that came to tell her that, oh, your friend is that. That's why the person knew me, because I was so. If you are miles away, you will see that red pen. Who is wearing red in this school? So yeah.
So I see, and I was very, very happy, and that's how like we caught up and all of that. Then along the line, some way somehow, we drifted a bit. But let me say why. From what I can remember, I think we're both like coming from. Oh, I resumed in GS1. Of course, I already had friends. You know, boarding house now, you have clique and everything. And then Adeola comes, and then she started having to also figure out like friendship with school and everything. And I just want to throw something out there that honestly, your friends will have other friends, and I think that was where I picked up actually having to, you know, spread my tentacles. What's called? Should I just like be open to meeting people and because I feel like it was from boarding house that I became a people person. Maybe I was always like that, but I think it became more. So I just had to like, of course, now you already have your friends, guys. She had to have her friends as well. But Adora was enjoying herself, making friends, and so I just felt a bit left out in a way, because this is my guy and all of that, and then we're not really as close. But now that I think of it, it was expected. But I love that. But I think at the end of the day, we still found a balance.
And you know the funny thing, like,
did you ever see it that way though? Like,
no, that's what I was just about to say now. That I feel like, so here's the thing. I remember that because I was in room 13, you were in room 15, and there was just like a room. So at the time when I resumed, I was not having the best experience in my room, so I did stay in my room.
I remember fan cuts. Was it?
And now, see. That fan cuts, man. They had to stitch my hand.
And that was like few days after
resumption, yes. And that was during, because I resumed at a very weird time of the year. I resumed just 2 second term after midterm. So I resumed like just a couple of weeks before to exam. So I had the whole fan accident like few days to exam, so it was a whole lot. And I was also not having the best time in my room. At that time, it was rough. Once again, I was at a very weird time of the time. So people are like, who is this person that is coming at this time? Like, how are they even admitting you by this time of the time? So there was a bit of that segregation and everything. So I was always like going to Adeola's room and staying with her roommates and everything like that. I was trying to like be very careful at the same time, trying to respect the fact that okay, she already has her friends too. Let me also try to be careful. Then my roommates went to go and report me to my room leader that what's my problem? Why am I not always sitting at home? Like, why am I not always sitting in the room? So that caused more trouble for me again. My room leader called me, scolded me and everything. So I had to force myself to sit down. So I just had to like push myself, and I'm just like, okay, let me also make friends. And I think there was a time, I also think at that time, you and your roommate have sort of understood yourselves. But I was new to that arrangement, and I'm very like, if I don't like something, at that time I had very little grace to give. So at that time I was not. Our roommates were like, if you guys are watching now, I love you. That's in the past.
I was only going to ask that, was it the same thing? Like, you said your roommates were not like very welcoming.
It's not the same thing. So with your own roommates, it was like, I don't know. I just felt like they were a little too much for me. Like a lot of the things that I'm comfortable with, like in our room, like you'll be using cuss words, they'll be doing and in my house, we don't do that here. We don't do that here. So I was very uncomfortable, but then in my own room was a little bit of like classism, elitism. So I was hanging.
Oh my god!
So at that time,
which one will you choose, man?
So I just had to like make my own. So I was like, okay, let me just try to find my own way out to like make my own friends and everything. And quite frankly, how many friends ever make that time? I think in GS2 who was my friend that time. But I also can't remember because that GS2, GS3 time went by. Because I feel like I had a lot of, because of the fact that there was a lot. there was a lot for, especially for me personally at that time. It's even now that I'm older that I'm coming to realize that I feel like I still have a lot of unresolved trauma from high school. I think at that time, that was when my family just sort of drifted apart, because don't forget I mentioned that I sort of intentionally took myself out of the picture of her roommate, and she was very close to her roommate, so it would have been unfair of me to ask her to also stop being close to her roommate. So I just like, okay, out of respect for her and the friendship that they share, let me just take myself out of the picture. But yeah, that also caused a little bit of drifting apart and everything.
Actually, I think I felt guilty because I was also not able to find a balance. Oh, this is somebody that I really love so much, trying to figure things out. So how do I like balance these people and also being there for you? I don't even know if I even tried or what I did at that point, but honestly, it was
at the end of the day, we were all kids,
yeah.
And we're all just navigating life out and everything like that.
I know we've talked about drifting, we've talked about coming back. Even though I don't know how we came back, honestly, but we did come back. Another thing that I remember was like during the holidays, we'll come home, and of course here we have we used to come home together, we used to go to school together, and then during the holidays, now just us.
Exactly.
So I remember us going to maybe to buy like gifts for our friends in school, and I don't know, for some weird reason
we never used to buy gifts
for each other, and then we'll go together.
We'll go together to go and buy gifts for our friends.
We buy cards, we buy everything. And then you're not just thinking, what of like, it was, I had to catch myself, and I think this is one way after uni and everything that we now actually cultivated that habit of gifting each other. But that was so weird, like.
And you know that it never even just occurred to either of us. Like it wasn't like it wasn't
out of. We're not angry, like we will not. I bet they will come. We
just put each other's pictures. I say happy birthday, Kiriko, and that's it. Like, and it never just really occurred. I don't know. I feel like I was just okay with the fact that like we were like, it was more of, there wasn't any expectation. Like we were just cool and that we're okay with that and everything.
It's for real. Our friendship is like, I really like, it's low maintenance, but almost.
I know, for real, because I feel like, especially when we're in uni, there are times that we go for so long.
Like, all shoes.
I kid you not, we might, you know, I've said I come for January 1. I might come for January 1 and we'll do our party and stuff, and that's the end. Also, okay, maybe December when we're now doing our foundation before we see again. And it is never weird. We pick up right where we left off.
Before filming this video, like we are talked for like 2 hours. I remember like we talked like,
and I love it so. Like I feel like a friendship where you can be yourself, when you don't have to like put up this persona or have to like pretend to be what you're not, is draining. But like with us, it's just like, oh,
we don't say ourselves.
Do you get?
I swear. We don't say ourselves.
So that's
I really like. There's one friendship I really admire. It's actually the friendship that we have. The fact that it never gets like old. It never like, regardless of. I'm not saying we should not talk to your friend every time. Please talk to your friends, though. But like, if you can't catch up, but life is busy, and
exactly.
We've been in different seasons of our lives that we're not able to be there like actively. But if anything, Badua needs me today. Like
I wouldn't even think twice. I wouldn't even think twice before reaching out. You know how there are some people that when you must go, you be like, should I call? I will just call. Last I'll drop in. So that's
I love that so much. I love you so much. This question says, how did we maintain our friendship through secondary school, uni, adulting, like work, relationships, location changes? How did we maintain it?
I would say that I think it's just the thing of understanding and extending so much grace. And it is not even by extending grace, I don't mean that, maybe we're holding any grudge and then I'm like, okay, I'm going to forgive you. No. Like, it is just how we've known ourselves for so long, we've understood ourselves. Like, we've been through so many phases of life, like she talked about. I remember when she had to go to university and she was going to Benin. And I'm like, Jesus, this like, we feel so far away and everything like that. And I feel like when she was preparing for school, I was here. I think, I was always coming. Like, we're
helped me pack.
Yes, we're literally packing.
I know it was the one that showed me, because I was in a way I could not fathom how I will pack a lot of things in that box.
Yes.
And Adeola was like, oh no, this thing is not, you will pack everything.
Exactly.
And she taught me how to fold the clothes. Oh my
so,
god.
I remember very well that I don't, because I know that I was even here to like very in the evening, late in the evening after I can't remember, but I know that I was here when she was going to school and everything. And I think it's just an intentional decision and means like subconscious decision that okay, we're like sisters, like we're here for each other regardless of anything, regardless of whatever changes or whatever phase of life that we're in, and it is just having each other's best interest at heart. Like we've been in phases of life where things have not been great, like so great for either of us. Maybe on inside, like okay, for example, at the time when she was going to school, I had not even gotten admission to school. Do you get? I had like a bit of delay at that time, and I think she got admission like immediately after school. If there wasn't, if I was like maybe a not so great person, jealousy would have been breathing in my heart. But like how I just saw it was, oh, God is in the neighborhood, and it's going to be my turn soon enough. And thankfully, like I think 2 years after or a year after, I got my admission as well. And you know, it was never anything. Maybe I'm like, oh, why not making it? I think it's also because of how we were also raised. We're two very Christian girls, like raised in amazing Christian homes and heavily surrounded by love and everything. I come here a lot. I see the way she is with her siblings, with her mom, with her dad. Likewise, you understand? So I think it's just that love that is in our hearts towards each other. Like regardless of anything, we're here for each other. So it's just a decision that you go nowhere. We are here together forever. Together forever. And the weather.
If you know, childhood challenge. So try to sing. Here is rhyme, but I want us to sing like things maybe from secondary school because we have a lot of things that. So try to sing a childhood rhyme from start to finish. Which one should we pick? Should we do one, two?
I think we should sing anthem. Epic anthem. Epic is the best. Epic is the best. When you talk about around,
I hope you've changed it.
Although the secondary school anthem
is,
I love it.
But what between epic anthem, secondary school anthem, and BHS?
It's epic. I like epic zone. Yeah. You know how rhythm.
What's the anthem?
Heavenly Father, who's mighty, had founded sweet, the Babcock University High School. Oh, yeah.
Where will they go?
Leader to lofty
That's
heights.
such a stressful one.
Bruh.
And not
it's really long. You go, they go. Seeking a solace from unstable education, let Christian brotherhood.
I beg, change them or change the
song. Bind us as one family.
So stressful. You have to be catching your breath more.
But epic zone is if I can say
I don't know
the Malta, epic model, cause excellence is our goal.
Okay.
Training you to grow, to achieve the best, the very best in all. Epic model college, striving for the best. Excellence through education. Epic model college, striving for the best. Citadel that we cherish. That's something. That's something.
That's it. But the primary school one was not.
It was not.
It was epic.
Epic is the best. Epic is the best. When we talk about when we talk of good children, our school is the best. Epic be them up. Epic be them up. When you talk of morals, when you talk of discipline, our school beats them all.
What's something you've learned about friendship because of me?
Let me say this. So,
When
please. So, you know, remember when Adeola mentioned that, the whole gifting thing and everything? I remember very well that it was, I think it was I started saving in 2023, so my next birthday was 2024, and that was the very first. Like, she kept asking, "But are you at work?" Because fun fact, when we were working, it was not far from each other again. That time she was working at like at the next
we're working
junction.
on the same street.
It was not far from each other at all. I was like, God.
And it was not in like it was not where we're based like
at all. It was like a whole different.
And
It was, and it was. I was just like, are you serious? We're not far from each other. That's so interesting. So yeah,
life has a way of bringing us together.
Right. So she kept asking that, "Oh, are you at work?" And interestingly, that year I was not at work on my birthday. I think
I'd even
Easter.
Come on that day.
Yes, and she was like,
"I'm outside the workplace." So I told them I talk that I'm going on a break, and I worked at
she now reached out. I was like, "Oh, I'm not at work and everything." So she now had to wait till because my birthday was like a day before Easter, so there was like Easter break. She now had to wait till like when we resumed back from Easter, and then she came to see me, and then she got me a gift. Like I was not expecting it at all because we've never given each other and everything. So and that just really made me feel. And then she wrote a note, and it was a note that she now pointed it out that she had just been thinking about it that all these years and everything that we've actually. This is something I've actually like of all the things we've done for and with each other. We have never actually done this and I'm like, because I love gifting a lot. Like I love gifting people, my friends, family and everything, but like it's nothing that's something I've never done for her and all of that. Like, and that's one thing that just really piqued, and I'm like, like I need to actually be very intentional about like showing intentionality to my friends, gifting them and everything. So there's one thing I've learned from her, like, and Adeola wears her heart on her sleeve. Jesus, like she's very like don't do me evil, but I love you. Like literally, and she's because quite frankly, I've had a couple of experiences that's caused me to be very like now in my older age, and all my friends that I have, they're like friends that I made from school. I think it's only one friend that I have that I made from camp, NYSC camp. Every other of my friends are friends I made from high school, uni, and I can count all of them on my hand. Like I'm very, very careful about people that are less close to me and everything like that. So one of the things I've also learned about her is to like be very expressive, show love, be intentional about your friends and everything. And yeah, I know someone that if you put anything in her hand, she will carry it on her head more than you that have it. So honestly, there's so much that I've learned from her. There is so much I've learned from her in general. She's a sweet girl. Sweet, yeah.
No, I don't have the words because you actually said like most of the things that I would like to say. So for Adeola as well, I'll say intentionality, and that thing is and that's like coming from the place of you just wanting to celebrate like and just be there for the very, very important things, even the little things that might not be little. Like that's something I've also picked from you. And another thing I would say is family, like just looking for ways to enjoy family outside of the family. How do I put this? Just trying to be friends with your siblings, be intentional with your siblings. A lot of things that they do, like Adra's family does, that I'm trying to like do that in my house because it's a beautiful thing. In Adra's family, I know they go out together, they gift each other during Christmas, and I just see I really love family. Like one thing, if you're not a family person, like we don't come close.
We don't do that.
Don't come close. So I am someone that really appreciates like family ties and all of that, and I think that's one thing I've also learned from you like throughout our years of friendship. What's one thing that you want people to understand about long-term friendships?
One major thing there is it's going to be filled with a lot of ups and downs. Because long term definitely means you go through different phases of life, so you have to be ready for it. You have to be intentional about it because something can happen and you lose everything that you have built for so long. So yeah, be ready to be there for your friend, in physical presence, in absence. Just be an amazing friend. Just keep being the friend you want them to be to you.
Honestly, what you said at the end is very profound. Just keep giving out the energy that you would like to see reciprocated to yourself. You can't be complaining that you're not getting good friends, and you yourself you've not checked yourself to see if you're actually the problem because sometimes we have the tendency to actually point fingers at people. Oh, they're the ones doing bad and everything. But if you actually check yourself, some people are also saying the same thing about you, that you are the problem. So try to also look at yourself and see if you actually need to work on yourself as well. Okay. So what's one word? So this is our last question. What's one word to describe our friendship from childhood till now?
Beautiful.
Yeah, that was the same word. That was the same word.
It has been
so
beautiful. Jesus,
so beautiful.
So
And
beautiful.
I really cherish this friendship. I really do. I really do. Oh, it's been so nice filming this video, Adria. Like I said, like I've got to relive a lot of memories. I'm sure that we did not even have the time to actually say yeah, up to what we would have loved to.
Yeah.
To be real, because we've actually we have a lot of memories together, and yeah, I'm looking forward to us also recreating more memories despite the old business of life right now. But I really do hope that we're able to still, I know, not even hope, I know that we'll still recreate more memories together. Thank you so much for coming to my channel once again.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.
Avoid childhood. Mama Adeola had no business liking a boy. We're in primary school.
I do
It's just, and I think it's like, she's someone that she likes people, like in general, she's a people loving person. Like, so she just sees somebody and she likes them, like, that's it.
And when I look back,
like, you see, because this is long, guy.
What do you mean by the east is long?
She's not.
It's a lie.
Did you have anybody that you liked in high school?
In high school.
What's that? No, she was, I remember that. Scratch that. Then there was that one.
Oh,
It was
before.
him that liked her.
It was both ways now.
Both ways. But
But
it was
then-
not moving mad. Then
Oh, gee. Already
I know them. I
Even
know
though
them.
we had the
Gist, guy, gist.
Whoa. Wow. But I've had a lot of crushes. But funny enough, I've only been in one relationship.
Yes.
And we thank
But
God.
the crush is Boku.
Yeah, we boku. I even have this for you.
Yes, we are marrying next year. But I want to hear. We're marrying next year.
We're marrying next
No, I'm
year.
talking
We are married.
If God
already
will.
said
If
we
God
are
will.
married next year.
I don't mind it.
It's not about your
My tie ad. That is my amazing friend here.
Oh.
Reintroduce me to the love of my
The
life.
love of my life. You will give me a toast.
Yes, she will give.
Not even I will give speech. It's not even about.
She will give speech.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, I'm happy for you. Jesus.